Good evening, Northern Ireland and everywhere else in the world who has come along to watch Candid live right here on the Uplift Performing Arts Facebook page. So we are live on Facebook, but the video will also be, the episode will be uploaded onto YouTube later on tonight for you to share and share galore. So please do comment and let us know who is watching. Give us those little thumbs up, those little love hearts, all that kind of fun stuff. If you give me an angry face, I will hunt you down and gut you like a fish. No, I'm only kidding. So do comment, let us know who is watching. So the first one I have up is Mr. Connor Kemp. Connor, hello sir, good to see you, and I'll see you tomorrow also. And yeah, so that's pretty much us. We're here, we're live later on in the show from the Vault, which is our section of the show where we show videos from shows in the past. We've been doing that over the last couple of weeks as well. Tonight we have a wonderful one from a dinner theatre that we did a couple of years ago, 2018, and it's the Greatest Showman episode. So that is going to be pretty stellar. That's really exciting. Now, you may have noticed something different on your screens tonight. You may see that down in this corner, there isn't a donation button tonight. No, there's not, and I'm sorry about that. But I have a theory and a plan behind. So we've raised about £200 for the Northern Ireland Children's Hospice. We ended up not raising anything for Age NI, and we raised £27.92 for Gateway, Senior Gateway, but they're called MenCap. Which was a wonderful charity as well, but I haven't been throwing money at it, and I understand that because people are financially a bit struggling with everything that's going on. So we're going to hold off on that, but here's my plan. I want you guys, the listeners, to pick our next charity. So comment below, let us know what charity you think is in dire need from some extra help, even if it's just publicity and we're able to get a bit of word out there about the wonderful work that they do. Comment or shoot us an email to info@weareuplift.com. Thank you, big thumbs up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's do a quick bit of the news. Yes, the Prime Minister finally came back to work on Monday. Good. Hello, Mr. Prime Minister. Hello, Mr. Boris. Thank you for watching. And it's good to have you back running the country. So good job. Let's just make sure you have a bit of an exit strategy because we all want to know what that is. Also, this week, last week actually, but it happened this week. The wonderful Harry Smith and Max Haverin were in contact with me. We were keeping in touch, and we have set a challenge. The challenge is these boys love a bit of handiwork, and they love to make things and stuff like that. So the challenge was whatever scraps they have around the outside of the house, they have to build something. Now, I've already done this. I have already built a park bench, like a picnic table, and also a princess chair. Now the things, it was literally a whole pile of scrap metal or scrap wood from whenever we got our roof converted in the conservatory, just down the side of the garage. So I was able to make tons. And Harry hasn't really made anything. I think he literally said the other day that he had a 6-foot stick that he had made, and I was like, that's not really anything to be proud of. But there you go. Maybe it is like a massive, I don't know. Is he into wizards and stuff? Maybe it's a wizard stick for him. You're a wizard, Harry. And then also Max made this like guillotine thing out of metal because he's into welding and all that kind of stuff. So setting ourselves a bit of challenges. If you are setting challenges with your friends, what are they? Let us know. Comment in below and let us know. That'd be awesome. Also, we sent out a mass amount of emails today, literally to every single member that we've had this year, promoting our online classes that are coming up. We've added a few new ones as well. We've added in a musical theatre class on a Saturday and stuff like that for some of our juniors. And so we're just looking to see about getting you guys more involved in what's going on here on a weekly basis at Uplift with all the online classes and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's going on. So guys, want you guys to pick our charity of the week. Make sure you comment. Let us know what's going on. Today is our studio session series. Boom. Right there. Boom. Studio sessions. And what that basically means is over the last couple of weeks since we started running Candid Live, we've had Timmy Johnson, we've had Courtney Louise /McCourt, and we've also had the wonderful Aaron Kavanagh all come on to the show and sing for us and put together a couple of wee pieces, which has been magic and really, really awesome. And we have a few other people coming up in the next couple of weeks. We have a good friend, Craig, who's over in England, who used to be part of a boy band, like actually was on a boy band in Britain's Got Talent and all that kind of stuff. He's going to be on the show. Mr. Peter Corey is going to come on our show as well and talk about his wonderful life when he was on the West End and all that kind of stuff. We have Miss Sarah Lyle coming on to the show, who's a musical theatre director and just a stage director over here in Northern Ireland. She's a fabulous lady. Miss Alyssa Klein should hopefully be joining us some week. Just have to get back about out some stuff. And I've also a good friend, Mark Taylor, who is currently one of the head guys up in the hospital, who's hopefully going to come on and do a bit of a session with us about what is going on the behalf of the NHS and stuff like that. And thank you, people at the NHS, for all you're doing in the front line. Thank you guys so much. So, I know you're not really here to see me. I know I have a wonderful selection of guests coming on to this show. And tonight, he's here. It's taken me a long time. Go away, Siri. It's taken me a long time to get this guy on the show. Literally, he's dynamite. He's famous all over the world, even in Japan. And not picking you up here, Chris, at all. You know, he's in the down now. And basically, he's going to come on in just a few seconds. But before he does that, I have put together a little reel of some of the magic that Chris Smith is able to offer. So, guys, put your eyes on this.
Time after time, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. But time after time, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. Moving to Jackson Road, settle right at the cowboy bar, say oh, 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 oh. Jackson Road, that's as close. We got icy roads and no use in making my way back home. And who we are, or who we are now, there's so much more in love than black and white. And keep it loose, child. Gotta keep it tight. And keep it loose, child. And keep it tight. Well, keep it tight. Well, keep it tight. Well, keep it tight.
Mate, there he is, the wonderful Chris Smith. So there, yeah, absolutely. That was a little bit of a show reel just about what Chris kind of does on a daily basis and just how amazing his voice truly is. So, folks, let's get my studio audience just over here in the corner. Can we get a big round of applause for Mr. Chris Smith as he comes on to the show? Hello, Chris.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? Can I just say, I love you only for the fact that when that show reel started, you took off your jacket. because it was the same one at the start. You like secretly in the corner. I'm looking and you're just like, oh, it's the same one. I should take this off. I was like, that's amazing. That is so good. Well, mate, how are you? What is the crack?
I'm doing well, hanging in there, and wild times, as you know, and I've been thinking about you and what you do as well. So it's just crazy times right now.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
But yeah, thanks for having me on.
Well, we have a friend who is in our comments as well, who has literally just said, mate, he's the showstopper. And that is Miss Sarah Emery from Canada is watching as well. Hello, Sarah. You're very welcome. Just, we need to see all the alumni now just jumping on the bandwagon, be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Chris is on the show.
Oh, yeah.
It's so crazy because I was trying to think, like, physically, probably, I have saw you once since the wedding, haven't I?
I was trying to think. There was 2011 was your wedding, right?
Yeah, well, we saw each other physically at the wedding, but I am convinced there was another time whenever
I know.
Was I in Chicago or something? And I was
there
doing
might
something,
have been, yeah.
And then it was
there
like,
was
Chris,
something.
you can't be that far away. Come and see me or something like that.
Oh.
Sarah. Sarah says, "What's up, guys?" Mwah, love you, Sarah. And I cannot for the life of me remember when it was, but there was definitely a time after the wedding where we saw each other, because that's going on what, cheapers. Oh, this is really bad now because my wife's going to be
9 years.
watching. She's going to be like, "How many years, Ryan? How many years have you been married?" And I'm going to, that's, let's go 11. Let's go 11. We've been married 11 years. Let's move on. So, so yeah, that's been a while, Chris. It really has. But we're
Yes.
obviously on Facebook. We're talking to each other, catching up with each other, seeing what each other's up to and stuff like that. Do you live on a ski resort? Because every other picture I see of you is skiing.
I love to ski, that's for sure. And I was able to go out west a few times this year, actually, with our buddy Anders,
Mr. Schmitzky,
who,
absolutely.
and Young Americans. And I don't know, it's just something I love to do. So I made an extra effort to get out to the Rocky Mountains of the U.S. this winter, and it was great. And
the Rocky Mountains, is that near? This is going to sound so naive of me, but is that near like Colorado and all?
yeah, Colorado,
Okay.
Utah.
What
And
are your thoughts on Colorado, Chris?
I love it.
Would you live there?
It's have you ever been there?
No, I haven't.
No.
But I have family there, and I have always had the inkling to want to go to Colorado. And Amy's kind of getting to the stage where she really wants me to move to America at some point, and I don't know where I would move to, because I've got family in Missouri, but I can't see myself in Missouri, and I can't see myself in California, even though we have friends and stuff in California, and the busyness of New York and things like that. But I can only see myself really in either Colorado, which I've never been to, or in Danville, Kentucky, which is where I would do. I think I could really get my teeth sunk into some work out there. But
Right.
tell me a bit about Colorado. I know it's a bit random, but Colorado, what's it like?
It is an incredible outdoor lifestyle, I would say.
Yeah.
The Rocky Mountains are beautiful. There's the city of Denver, which is great. I haven't spent a whole lot of time, but just the mountain towns that I've seen in Colorado have been really special. My family, some of my relatives are from there, so it's kind of cool to go back
And you
see
are
it.
actually situated up in Michigan, is that right? Or
Yeah, I'm in
Illinois?
I'm in Traverse City,
Traverse City.
Michigan, so right around Grand Traverse Bay. We're in like lake country up here, so just lake life. It's kind of hard to beat with the summer season.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's a beautiful area. And grew up here in Traverse City, and I was away for a while, obviously, with Young Americans, and lived in Chicago and college, and was away for about 10 years and came back. And yeah, it's a great place to be, and to be like as an artist and as all that kind of stuff. So I definitely find enough work as far as like music goes in this area. When things
what
are
about that at the minute, Chris? Because obviously with the coronavirus, we've obviously had a whole pile of productions just literally stop. Months of work gone into them, and then all of a sudden it's like, sorry guys, theaters closed.
Yeah.
And then we've had to close our studio as well. We can't really run any physical classes. We're doing online, and then we're looking to see what ways the summer going to pan out, what ways even normal classes going to get back to normal if this whole self-distancing thing is going to stay into play. So obviously from somebody who's making a living off gigging and stuff like that as well, what's kind of the thing going on with you?
It's kind of just a waiting game at this point. I probably had because I want to say last year, 2019, I roughly counted like how many gigs I did. I did like 240 gigs.
No, that's awesome.
And so I was on track to maybe do that. Is again, it's not really like what I want to do. I don't want to do that much work, I guess, but just it was going to be on track to like be somewhere near there, or just be working most weeks, at least, I don't know, 3 to 4 gigs a week or so. And yeah, so like for this summer, it was going to be very busy, I would imagine. And it'll just be, if it gets back to normal, or, when I say normal, I don't really know what that means, but
I know, right? Because it's kind of like,
yeah.
what is going to be the new normal? We
Yeah,
just really don't know.
If there's any sort of playing live gigs, it'll probably be very low key, and which is fine, but it's just going to be a matter of if I'm going to feel comfortable doing that, or if like the venue owners are going to feel comfortable having any sort of entertainment. So for now, it's just kind of a different time to experiment in the studio and just do things I wouldn't normally have time to do.
Well, that's cool.
And
Yeah, I'm exactly
yeah,
the same with regards to
yeah,
you wake up in the morning, you don't have a
yeah,
specific amount of classes or traveling to do or any of that kind of stuff, so you have more of the free time to kind of look into stuff. You find I'm trying to do a bit more like actual like studying, like work and things, and trying to figure out new ideas and concepts for even doing online shows and things like that, and trying to get people involved that way. So it definitely kind of really pushes the creative boundaries, which I think is really cool for us as well, because I suppose in life you can get to a stage where you just kind of coast doing the same thing over and over again, or playing the same gig or whatever it may be. You know, you got to look for the positives and everything. Like as you were talking there, I kept thinking, well, you know, whenever gigging does get back to a certain standard, and you still have to self distance and stuff, there's a positive in that, because whenever we get to that golden hour of like 12 o'clock and Uncle Jim is drunk and he walks up to you and he tries to get you to sing Mustang Sally for the 17th time, he won't be able to get close to you, Chris. He won't be able to get right up in your face. So I suppose that's a bonus, isn't it?
That's a good point.
That's a good point, isn't it? That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking of all those years when I did entertainment manager down at Oni's Bar and Bistro, and when I got the karaoke section and everybody was in your face, hey, yeah, play Black Velvet, please, one more time. And you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, dear God.
No, I know. Yes.
The lovely Sarah Emery as well says that Michigan is right between her and you, so I should really consider moving to Michigan. Is that
I would love to have you here.
Shout?
That would be amazing. That would be
I
amazing.
could actually make more than one dinner theater.
Yeah.
Because I was able to get up a couple of years ago, so I was in between Danville trips and stuff, so that was kind of handy. That was kind of cool. Hello Jillian, and a hello Marcia and Gemma, all watching, as well as Miss Hannah Greenaway. Lovely to have you here with us. My brother-in-law Josh is watching as well, and he says, Ryan, don't sell yourself short. I'm always here to watch you. I was like, that's so kind, Josh. Thanks very much. He's going to get a better Christmas present this year. So Chris, let's talk about obviously how we know each other. We know each other through Young Americans. We were in the same New Kid year. And actually, funny enough, we were in the same apartment complex as well. Tell us, how did you kind of get involved in the Young Americans and things like that?
Yeah, I remember seeing Young Americans. I was probably ninth grade, so freshman year of high school, and they came to perform at a casino near Traverse City, and my older brother and I went, and he was just about to graduate high school, so he ended up trying out and joining the group for a little while. I think he was in the group for close to 2 years, and I just remember meeting Bill and Robin for the first time at that show. I ended up playing guitar for my brother's audition because they didn't have a left-handed guitar. So my brother's a left-hander, so I had to play guitar for his audition. Met Bill and Robin. So that was, I don't know what year that was, probably 2002 or 2003. Mm-hmm. And then 3 years after that, I was almost went to university, but I decided to just give the YAs a shot. And I've always been into music, and it was like kind of a thing of, well, why not just try it out? And looking back on it now, it's pretty awesome that I got to do all that stuff. It's pretty amazing when I just think about other people's experiences after grade school or high school. And yeah, it just had a very profound impact on what I do now, and just, I guess, just life in general. And just being able to come from a small town in Michigan and see the world, and do music and kind of influence others in a positive way. So,
love that.
Yeah,
it's definitely it's a learning experience like no other, isn't it? Really, the amount of opportunities and experiences you get to do in that group, but also the friends and the people that you meet who stay with you forever. Like we spoke at the start of the show, you came over from America for our wedding. You know what I mean? With a host of other Americans who came over, and I would never have thought in my puff that I'd have that many friends come over from the States for the wedding day. And it was amazing. Like, I think about, like, towards the end of the night when we were all on the floor, like, literally everybody up dancing with ties around their head, giving it stacks. But even more than that, Chris, you sang our first song.
I did.
You did. And this is the best part, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Smith wrote lyrics, chords, everything, and then performed it. So Amy and I have a song for our first song that has never, ever been played by anybody else. and sing it to anybody else. And we have it on our iTunes. And you know, I should do something. I should be nice and romantic some night and just play that for Amy and just slow dance with her. So just to bring back the memory of it, Chris. But that was class. Like that was so good because you didn't just play the first song. You also played during the wedding as well. Like you and Natalie did that song. Now, I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. But it was really beautiful because you both did it together, and it was cool. Like, you know, it was really cool. And it's those moments, those moments that we kind of get that we kind of think, wow, that's kind of a really awesome life that we have. But you did a lot of stuff in the Young Americans. Like you went to the dinner theater in Boyne Highlands, Michigan, for quite a while. Now, obviously, being a home Michigan fella, it makes sense. But also with the caliber of your musicality, it made a lot of sense too. We went together in 2009. I think, but you also went 2008, 2010, like in between. Was that right?
Yeah, I did. Yep, 2008, 2009, 2010. And Boyne was great. It's you've been there and you've seen it several times, and
it's hard to describe to people. It really is. Like, it's a concept you don't really see anywhere else in the world. You know,
right? I think so.
Yeah, because I know that in Danville there's a place called Pioneer Playhouse, and they have artists and actors who come in and stay at their place, but basically they learn a new show every 2 weeks or something. You know, it's fairly intensive. Now, we learned one show that lasted us the whole summer, which was mega, but our crowds were always really, really good. I remember, like, we always had really good crowds and stuff, you know. It's so popular up there.
Yeah, a lot of energy in the room. It's like a kind of a small space, really, for the audience, but
it's so intimate.
I don't know. Yeah, so awesome.
Which makes you perfect for it as well, because like you can take a room and just hold it in your hand, like. And guys, I am not overreacting with this, right? So when Bill and Robin Brawley were putting together a brand new show to go out on tour, okay, Chris had a whole number to himself, like. But I'm not even jealous about it, and I think everybody else who's in the Young Americans will be like, it made so much sense to just stick Chris on a stool on a stage and sing, because you're that good, mate. You're that good, and like I'm wondering where's the album? Come on, get the album out there. I'll be your UK promoter. You know what I mean? I'll just take 25% of the cut, but you just get it to me, man. I'll get it out there.
I'll do it. No, I know. I'm long overdue for that. So.
Oh man, it'd be great. I remember me and you sitting in your room, like singing Westlife songs. I think was one of them. Wasn't it? Like how more Irish could you be? But we were in your room, had the garage band open up, and you were playing away, and I was singing. Like I think I found it the other month ago. I was going through stuff, and I still found the file from an old hard drive that just has us. And do you know we always pumped massive amounts of reverb into it? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, it was
It was mega. It was so good. But then let's talk about your touring experiences as well, because you got to pretty much tour all over. We were blessed to have you here, and you even stayed in my house and with my mum and dad and stuff like that. And that's how my parents got to know you, as well as obviously being in the same New Kid year and stuff. I think we had like 8 people stay in my house because I was like, Mum, we have to have this person, we have to have this person, we have to have this person, you know? But like, so you've obviously been to the UK and Ireland, but what other places did you go to on tour?
Yeah, my first one was Germany and Poland in the summer of 2007, I think that was. And that was an amazing time. And then I did 2 U.S. tours, Midwest, back to back. It was like Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, maybe some Ohio, Indiana. And then in the summer times, I would go back to Boyne typically. And then I did a UK, Ireland, England, and then I did a big European tour, my 5th tour, I believe it was. So it was like
where we went to Spain and all, and Gibraltar. Yeah, that was a baller of a tour. That was class.
And I can't remember what we called it. What was it? Just World Tour or something?
I think at that point, because there's so many World Tours now, like literally, we kind of felt it was like at that point it was the first time we'd ever been to like Spain and France and all these different Europe, not just Germany and Poland. Like we went literally everywhere, didn't we?
Yeah, it was. We spent 2 days on a bus from like Germany to Gibraltar, I remember, and it was just a very kind of an intense travel.
Were we bus
schedule.
partners on that tour, or was that a different tour? No, it was a different tour, wasn't
we
it?
might have-
No, it was the UK tour because that
The
was the
UK
one.
yeah.
That was the one that
Yeah.
James and Tyler were opposite us, and Tyler kept doing everything to annoy us, like everything. And now he has a child. It's nuts. I love him. I should get Tyler Clever on this show just for the sheer comedy factor of things. Like honestly, just get a whole
Royale
pile of us.
We'll
just call a whole pile of us and get us all into the show. That would be hilarious. Did you ever go to Japan?
My last tour was Japan. Yeah, I took a little break from YAs after my last summer at Boyne, and then I think that's how I can't remember how it worked, but oops. Anyways, my last tour was Japan, and Japan was really special. I would love to go back there someday.
That's a class place, like really.
Yeah, it was really cool. Just such an interesting culture over there that's so different from American and European culture. So
I was really nervous the first time I was asked to go because I've obviously been all over Europe and stuff because with being UK based, it made so much sense for me to go on the UK tours and all that kind of stuff. And I never, as a touring cast member, got to go to Japan. But then when B&R called and said, listen, we're wanting you to go out and direct any chance. And my first one I did UK tour directing, but then after that they were like, can you go out to Germany and then can you top and tail it? So literally go to Germany and then we'll fly you straight out to Japan afterwards. Wow. I was like, Japan? That's mega. But I was so nervous because I was worried I was going to say something stupid or wrong, or I'd go to the toilet and I'd push the wrong button and I'd end up getting sprayed, all that kind of stuff. But you get there and immediately you walk off the airplane and you're just put at ease. Like the people are so kind, so nice and caring and want to help you in every way possible. Isn't that right?
I can't agree more. So you just have directed there. You never were a cast member?
I never went there as a touring cast member, but okay. I've went out there and directed. I think I've directed there 3 times now, 3 different summers.
Wow.
I was asked to go to Germany this summer, but I don't think it's going to happen. Just with everything that's kind of currently going on. So watch this space, and hopefully we'll see where things go. Chris, we're coming up to the half an hour mark because honestly, me and you could talk for ages, but the people here want to hear music. So I'm thinking. What about you crack out a song there, and then we'll bring you back in and have a good. One of my favorite terms is a good chinwag. We'll have a good chat. So, what song are you gonna do for us, mate?
This is just a really pretty song that I learned a few years ago. It's not mine, but it's by a British artist.
Okay.
Bruno Major is his name. I don't know if you know him, but
thanks very much.
Can you hear?
Major? No rights reserved.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear the guitar. Got you. Yeah. So
okay.
Here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Smith, take it away.
All right. There's no life without love, they say. None worth having anyway. You're a mystery to me some days, but that's what keeps me sane. A heart that yearns is always young, but you can love just anyone. It's been a while since 21, but I still feel the same. So take me home and don't spare the horses. Wait till the silence I need. Take me home and don't spare the horses. Wait till a gossamer breeze. I don't need to build a house of stone. Oh, 'cause wherever you are is where I call home. 'Cause we're just you and me. We'll drink and laugh and dance till 3. 'Cause I have everything I need when I'm with you alone. Home is where we stay all night. No roof above our starry sky. I lie here till the day I die, when our time together's flown. So take me home
on, don't spare the horses. Wait to the silence I need. Take me home, don't spare the horses. Wait to a gossamer breeze. I don't need to build a house of stone. Oh, 'cause wherever you are is where I call home. And I know I made mistakes at times. Every now and then I made you cry. For that I'm sorry, but they were few and far between. And we're closer now than we've ever been. And you know I'm sorry. I used to wonder why I'm here. No rhyme, no reason would appear. But since we've met, it's loud and clear. It's here to see you home.
Chris, that was awesome, mate.
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah,
class. Can you hear me still, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good man. Good man. Now, let's just click. Where did that go again? Yeah. Boom. So Chris, thanks very much for that. I haven't really heard of that artist, but I'm kind of excited by that.
Thanks, man. It's a good song.
Class
Yeah.
song. Class
And
song. Let's see, where did my swap? There we go. There. I was absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. I'll have to maybe have a look more into him and kind of find out, who he is and all that kind of stuff. But here, also, I thought I'd bring in a few more guests onto our screen today. Mr. Chris Smith.
my God.
Here
What
is James.
What's up?
James Cristiano, all the way from New York, and Trish. Hello, folks. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us. What's up, buddy?
We just thought with Chris coming on to the show, three amigos, we had to come back and just say hello. And just, it's hilarious. Because James is coming on the show later on in the month, in May. But I was talking to him last night, and I was like, how funny would it be is after you sing, Chris, just to bring James on.
I hope you guys are hanging in there.
Get the amigos back together. Yeah, we're surviving in New York City.
Good,
So.
good, man.
I can just picture Sarah Emery literally as you were singing was like, this is literally, I could just imagine her in her head as well. This has just made my day. And this is the whole background to why I'm working at home. Thanks, boys. I love you so much. And now that she sees James coming onto the screen, she's just freaking out.
God.
She's just running around going, ah! So there you go.
Oh, Sarah.
So
I wore my
James
special
and
t-shirt
Trish
today.
in New York, probably the worst hit part of America. How are yous?
We're surviving. It's definitely an experience here in New York, kind of like living through this right now, but we're doing all right. We're holed up in our tiny little apartment, working never farther than like 20 feet from each other, 24/7. So getting very close.
Yeah.
What did you think of Chris's song, guys?
Oh, it was beautiful. It's funny. Trish was in the other room and she goes, "Who is that? That sounds beautiful." I was like, "That's Chris." And she goes, "Oh my God." She ran in here.
Oh, that's so funny.
Thanks,
I was
Trish.
keeping him going before he came on because I've always wanted the microphone that he currently has because it's a great podcast and like even recording microphone. So I was like, flip's sake, Chris always gets the best things in life. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. It's shocking. So, but there you go. Chris, surprise, but you didn't realize that was going to happen.
That's awesome. It's good to see you guys. Yeah,
Plus
absolutely.
partners.
Yeah.
Chris is singing at our wedding when we have it someday. So
I'm
there
good.
you go.
Yeah, a little bit of a delay on the
Chris
wedding.
is like,
but,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I knew.
He knew.
I think everybody
No.
just, he's the go-to guy to make your day even more special. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When was the last
Yeah.
time? When was the last time you guys spoke to each other?
Pretty recently, right? Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago we chatted about the wedding and just how, but I think it was pre-pandemic, so really,
Yeah,
yeah. but yeah, man. God, I hope you're hanging in there, man, because I know you're in the heat of it right now. So
we're doing all right.
Yeah. Are you able to like go out and get groceries or anything like that, or?
Yeah, it's where we sort of live. There's so many like tiny grocery stores. There's also a new one by us, so we're not dealing with like the crazy long lines and like waiting to get inside and taking an hour to check out. We've been really lucky that when we need to go, it's not too crowded. Same with like sort of other stores. But yeah, it's, we've been trying to stay inside as much as we can. I try and get out and maybe like run once a day or something just to get some sunlight. But other than that,
what's the typical go-to Netflix or Amazon Prime or Disney Plus, boys? What are you watching? And remember, this is a family-friendly show.
Yeah.
Well, I literally just finished the is it Mandalorian? I just finished that. Amy and I have been watching The Big Bang Theory for ages. A great show, actually. If you're into cars, a great show to watch is Car Master's Rust to Riches. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's basically this guy in California who takes cars that maybe cost like $500, turns them into like $20,000 cars, and then trades it. He doesn't sell it, he trades it. So he takes that $20,000 car, takes it to somebody who maybe has a rust bucket of a car, but he knows if he trades for it, the rust bucket that he's going to get, he could flip it and make $70,000 on it instead. And they keep going until they get over the $100,000 threshold. And it's just nuts, but it's really good. That's what I'm into. Chris, what about you?
Nice. I don't know if it's I watched the Disney Frozen for the first time the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris. Wait, what? Just the first one?
Just the first one. I think I'm like halfway through the second.
All right.
And
okay. Can I just say the best one and the second one is, and again I know this because I've got kids, but the second one where he does it with the reindeers and sings, and it's like an 80s ballad.
Okay.
Look out for that one. That's just sheer quality. So it is there. All right, so I'm watching a car show. Chris is watching Frozen. And what about you, James?
We just saw Onward, and it was really good.
Oh yeah, is that the one where they're like troll kind of characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they're on the mythic quest to see their dad for one day. It's on Disney Plus too. It just came out.
Who is it? Chris Pratt? Is he in it?
Chris Pratt and Tom Holland are the two.
That's a quality duo
Nice.
right there.
Yeah.
That's like you two.
Yeah.
That's like you two. There you go.
No, it's Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Nice.
Gotta have that Disney Plus during the quarantine.
Yeah, well, literally, it came out the week of quarantine, and I just thought to myself, well, the marketing couldn't be any better for that over here in the UK, because you got it a lot earlier than us, because my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, when we went over for Christmas, they had it and stuff, and we were able to kind of watch stuff, but we didn't in the UK, obviously. Josh literally just said Onwards is excellent, definitely worth a watch. So there you go, folks. Sarah Emery says, guys, shut up, I totally just did that. So hilarious. So oh my goodness, like, has there been a reunion yet? That's my big question. Has there been a reunion of New Kids 09, or did everybody just hate each other so much we just decided not to?
I don't know if there was one or not.
Man, I would love to get one organized just to see if anybody showed up. Because literally, I think everybody went to my wedding, who I kind of knew anyway, really. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I feel like the last time I was in a room with that many like people from 06 was maybe Jake and Rosalie's wedding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They've got two kids.
Because it was in that. Yeah, it was like in that time period where we were like all still maybe in school and none of us were like married with kids yet. So we're like, of course I can go to a wedding anywhere. Time and money.
Yeah.
Class. Right, fellas. Well, James, you're going to be on the show at the end of April. So thank you for not gate crashing because I invited you for coming on the show to surprise Chris for today. So thank you very much, mate. I really do appreciate it. And then Chris, thank you for joining us as well, mate.
Thanks so much,
for
man.
singing that song and catching up with us.
Appreciate
again,
it.
Chris, when you get that album and you get all that stuff out, let us know. We'd love to just even help share that kind of stuff out there and let people know about your music and what you've kind of got going on, or if you're ever going to come over and do a UK tour, I'd
I would
happily
love
host
to.
you again, 25%, all that kind of. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right, fellas.
That sounds awesome.
All right, let's.
Good to see you guys. All right.
guys.
You
Bye.
guys take
Great
care.
being on. Thanks,
See
Ryan.
you later.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye. So, guys, there you go. That was Chris Smith and then James Cristiano joining us. James was also a new kid with Chris and myself, and that just gives you a bit of the insight of the banter we would have had in college and things like that. So, both fabulous fellas, and like you could hear there, Chris, an absolute voice of velvet. He actually had the nickname White Chocolate from us because, again, it was so good. It was so good. And everybody loves white chocolate. Who doesn't like white chocolate? So yeah, thanks for those guys. Next, on Thursday, guys, we are going to have Real Princesses NI coming onto the show, but this is a 3:00 show. Okay, they're coming on at 3:00, so we can have some of our younger viewers come and watch. We're going to have Elsa on the show, which is hilarious because Chris, seamless link there, was watching Frozen, and basically she's going to come on and answer some questions as well as their co-founder Orla. So please do join us on Thursday for that. We have Adam Sheridan coming on at 7:00 on that Thursday, and he's a film critic, so please do come and see him. We're going to be talking about some real classics, some things to kind of watch you maybe didn't know about, and again talking about all those streaming sites as well and what are some of the best things to kind of watch during this time. So now we're going to move on to the Vault section of the show. Yes, I know. Drum roll, please. The Vault section is where we show a video from our archives, and this one is taken from when our cast did our dinner theatre here in Northern Ireland, and we did The Greatest Showman. Now, I do sing in this one. I didn't pick it specifically for that, but it goes from This Is the Greatest Show into This Is Me with the wonderful Hannah. And this is the dinner theatre cast of 2018.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Searching in the dark, your sweat soaked through the floor. Buried in your bones, there's an ache you can't ignore. Taking your breath, taking your mind, and all that is real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, no, there isn't nothing. Your fever dream, can't you see it taking over? Just surrender, cause you feel it taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a preacher in the pulpit and you'll find devotion. Something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding on to you. Tell me, do you wanna go? Howling on the nights, where the running rains are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. Be lighted up, you won't come down, and the world can't stop us now. Watching
a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, 'cause today no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
What a cast that was in 2018. That was a brilliant show as well. I really enjoyed that show. So folks, that's everything for Tuesday night here for the studio sessions on Candid Live. Just like I always do on a Tuesday night, I leave you with a really good positive quote, and this one is from the wonderful Mandy Hale, who is a blogger, and she's also a New York Times best-selling author and public speaker, and her quote is this: "You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens." And I think that's so true in today. It's easy to get stressed. It's easy to not know what's coming next and to try and think to yourself, flip, what's just around the corner? Because all I know is we love to be in charge of everything that's going on, and sometimes when it gets taken away from us, it's a real challenge. But folks, stay positive. Stay positive out there, love on each other, help each other out. And again, that's why things like this show are designed to be here, is just to share that love and positivity with you all. So please do share it, please do comment, please do like it, and hopefully we'll see you all on Thursday night as well, guys. So we've got Princesses NI from 3 o'clock on Thursday, and then Adam Sheridan at 7. And guys, thanks very much for joining me. Good night. Peace.